in this life there is just so much to worry, so much stress and heartaches, trials, all these things. So what I have learned by time in my life is to try to minimize those stress factors, all the negative things, make things more straightforward in my life, more easier, more simpler. And one of those things that really took much out of from my shoulders, the pressure, all these negative things, was releasing control. And especially not caring so much overall, but especially what others are doing overall from others. Starting to live my own life more, focusing on myself, getting better day by day. If you really think about it, why pay attention? Why you care about so much from others? What are they doing and what are in their life? It is not your thing to worry about or follow. You have your own life, your own purpose, your own journey. You are here for a reason. You have your own mission in here life, and we are all different. So why to compare what you get from it? When I look at it, I don't see much positives. I see much negatives in that. Of course you can sometimes compare yourself to others if that give you some kind of motivation boost to try even harder, to get even better, but there is just that limit on that too. If you start to be guilty about what you are compared to others, if you blame you, start to be too harsh on yourself, see yourself in a negative light, then that comparing is not healthy, too useful to you. You just get so much freedom when you don't care so much. Live your own life. Be yourself. and then everything starts to work out effortlessly. When you compare yourself to others, you often focus on the negative things in you and see all the positives on others. You distort your reality because often you see only the positives on others and don't see the other side of it, all the negatives. The other side of the coin. So what happens often is that you start to see yourself as somebody that is not enough. You create unnecessary pressure to yourself. You can't live in a moment and be happy. Appreciate what you have in your life, what you are, how you are, everything like this. So really start to love yourself. Focus on yourself. Everything in this life have time and place. And you need to understand if somebody else have something that you have not, what you desire. That not mean that would be unfair. I really believe in life that everything have to be earned. And if you get something, there have to be that effort, the work behind it. To gain happiness, you have to suffer and see the other side of it. So if you see in your life somebody that have so much in their lives, or seems like it, and is happy and so on, maybe he or she is deserved that. Maybe, or maybe, or not maybe, he have or she have went through a lot of difficulties, heartaches, all to get that everything. You don't get everything free in this life. You have to earn that. So if you see somebody in your life having more than you, why look at that person with hate? Remorse or jealousy. If you know that he or she have gone something, experienced, go through something that you have not yet went through, and that way achieved all those things that he or she have. When I personally see in my life somebody that appears to have everything, I look at that person with admire. Seeing person that have gone through so much to earn that. Of course there is situations where people get things without so much effort. But then there is that reward side, that what you get, you don't get out of it so much when you haven't went through so much. So for example, somebody that have gone through so much and gets even little, that feels so much to that person. But somebody that haven't earned something and get it, that wouldn't feel to that person so great, so fantastic. So you can see in this life everything balanced out in the end. Or if you get something earlier than somebody else and easier than somebody else, you're going to, in the end, in some time in your life, experience the payback, the other side. But what is for sure is that everything will balance out in this life. The happiness factor, the pain, the joy. You can't take permanent shortcuts in this life. In the end, everything that you have is earned to your effort, to your work, to your dedication, all these things. So I ask one more time from you. Why are you comparing yourself to others? And why you see that in a negative light if somebody have something that you have not? Even if that person is much younger than you, seems like you have an easy life and get everything that you have not. Why to be bitter, to be jealous on that person? You will know that he will not or she will not appreciate those things so much, and later in some time he or she will face difficulties that you have experienced now or earlier. The best thing that you can do to yourself is really to focus on yourself. You release free, you get so much time to yourself. You release so much pressure from yourself. You can start to see yourself in a real way. You can focus on yourself and start to do the necessary things. Because all those times that you spend on comparing and being in a remorse, to being bitter, that is taking somewhere from else your time and effort. So this thing is actually one of those things that really hurt yourself and stop your development, keeping yourself stagnant when everybody else is going forward. Be here and now. Live in a moment. Love yourself. Be with yourself. Appreciate others like you do yourself to yourself. We all are humans. Came from the same source. Start to see others as your friends, as your companions, and not your enemies, but not your competitors. Because together we can achieve anything. But as long as we are away from others, being hateful towards others, bitter, remorse, not remorse but bitter, we are then more stuck. We limit our potential as humans, as individuals. But when we go together and start to see others as we are, as you are, that we are in this life together, you get so much comfort, strength, and you can see that what is the right way and how we can, as humans, start to achieve something really meaningful. I want to thank you again for listening. And remember always that you yourself have your all keys to everything in yourself, not somewhere else. You can achieve anything if you just believe and get to know the truth, set yourself free. You are the master in your life, now and always. Thank you.